What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're about to go over the best way you should be making stubs in MLB The Show 25. As always, if you're new to the channel, hit that red subscribe button, drop a like on the video, and stay tuned. If you want fast and reliable stubs, hit up my sponsor U4GM. They just cut the prices in half. So make sure that you are using code FAT at checkout. These prices are outrageous. MLB 25 has dropped a ton of content. We just had our first weekend league classic. Now, playing the game is fun, but having stubs to be able to purchase any player in the game that you want is what MLB The Show 25 is all about. You got to make sure that you take advantage of any stub making opportunities. Now, one thing that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be getting all free packs in the game. Whether you are playing Conquest, whether you are playing Diamond Quest, you want to make sure that you always have stubs coming in. Now, another thing is, if you come over to your collections, make sure that you finish everything possible without having to spend a lot of stubs to get as many free packs as possible. So as you can see right here, collecting 120 will give you 10 show packs. If you're going to go past the 60, there's going to be 5 show packs, and you want to make sure that you do all these. So if I collect this 64 right here, that's going to give me 5 show packs. You never know. It might be a Ohtani up in it. It might be an Aaron Judge up in it. So I'm going to come up in here. I'm going to auto select. I'm going to get my 60. That's going to be another bundle right there. Okay. So I'm going to come through all of these without having to spend a lot of stubs. And I'm just going to get anything that has show packs. So you can see right here, this is 8 out of 30. Okay, 5 show packs is collecting 10. So I collect them, I get the free one, and then I come down here to the cheapest possible. Remember, you're already going to be flipping stubs, you're already going to be making stubs. So right here, you're just going to put 1,000 stubs or 1,010. Try to create a buy order. 1,010, try to get him super cheap, get another 5 pack bundle. We have one of them. And then if you come right here and look to the Classic Stadium, if you need stubs, you go to the marketplace. That's one stadium for 3,000 stubs. So I don't even want to lock them in because I'm not getting packs. I'm going to go ahead and sell that off. So that's 3,000 stubs that I just have sitting in the binder. So we're going to go 3,885. We'll go a couple stubs under the buy now section. We went through, we got our free packs. Now another thing that I did is I saved a lot of my XP. So if you come right here to programs, you go to XP, I'm only at 218,000 XP. Why? Because I only play the game about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm not a heavy rank person. So we are still over 100,000 XP from Griffey, Bob Gibson, and the catcher. But the good thing is it's still over 65,000 stubs. So usually I play at a rate where I usually get them and sell them for 50,000, and then I will buy the player back that I want when they are close to around 25, 26,000. That's a guaranteed profit. Gibson is at 63,000. Okay. This guy right here, 67,000. So right now it's still a good profit that you can get. So you don't have to play 6 hours a day. You just have to be smart. What do I mean by being smart? Being smart means if you go to single player modes, I left all of these conquests. Okay, I still have to do the Central, the West, the Cactus. I have all these. All these missions have XP in them. So this right here is going to be 5,000 XP plus on top of playing your games. The West is going to be another 5,000 XP on top of playing your game. Is going to all add up. Now, if you come to programs, you go to assorted programs, it's the same thing. Okay, I still have the common courtesy that I saved. I do a little bit of it, but right here is another 3,000 XP, another 4,000 XP. That's going to unlock a lot of XP. As simple as me knocking out the moments and then knocking out these missions, collecting these, and it's going to be super easy. And I did that for a lot of programs. Okay, so we have the Jackie Robinson, we have the common courtesy right here. I still have my Bruce Sutter and my JD Martinez. That's going to be 2,000, 5,000, 8,000 XP. So getting XP is going to be super easy. 2,000, 5,000, 8,000 XP. Now, as far as making stubs, what did I do? During the weekend classic, when everybody wants to have the best team, this Randy Johnson was about 260, 270,000 stubs. So if you look at him and you go to Marketplace, you can see at one time he was 370,000 plus. Then he dropped down to around 280,000 stubs right around the 13th, okay? 13th and 14th. Now he's another 100,000 stubs less than that. What does that mean? That means I used the same method for Brian Reynolds. I had him, sold him off, and then I did the same thing with Jose Ramirez. I have him on my team. It's a chance before the roster update, his price might drop down, or SDS may drop him down to an 87 overall. So a lot of these cards I was messaging out on YouTube. If you are a member, you get all these tips on who to flip in certain cards. These cards had went down to around 130,000 stubs for some of them. Brian Reynolds had dropped down, Jose Ramirez had dropped down, and that's the reason why I kept a lot of these cards or scooped them up for a cheap price. Now right here, this Mike Trout, he's 182,000 stubs. If you come right here on Diamond Dynasty, I'm betting a 368 with him with only 7 home runs. Now if you come over here to Jose Ramirez that I also had, you can see I'm betting a 378. So I'm betting a little bit better than with Mike Trout, and I have 17 home runs compared to 7 home runs with Mike Trout. So every card is going to play different for a person, and if you buy them cheap by stacking your stubs up, there's some people that only have 40 to 50,000 stubs because they don't pay attention to all the ways to get stubs when I drop videos. So being that Jose Ramirez benefits my team more, he plays better, he hits more home runs with people on the bases, that's going to give me a decision where I'm going to come up in here and I'm going to take my guaranteed stubs from Michael Trout. So I'm going to come right here, 179,000, boom, post to Michael Trout. He's not batting as good as the other players that's on my team. Okay, so if you were paying attention to the Marketplace, I posted it. If you guys are subscribed to the channel with your notifications on, you will get all the messages and alerts. You're going to see I have a lot of these done from flipping stubs, okay? But then a lot of these, I'm like one card from locking them in. So the only card that I'm missing right here is Tatis. But I have 2 of the Machados because that's an investment, okay? So Tatis, I don't have him. He's 81,000. Tatis, if he drops down to 86 overall, he's going to be less stubs. I'll be able to get him for about 50,000 stubs and finish collection. And the other cards I was able to do, Aaron Judge, he has been raking. He's 249,000 stubs. I'm not going to pay 249,000 stubs to finish this, and then another 300 and some thousand stubs for the Dodgers, and then another 500 some thousand stubs for another card. That defeats the purpose. So what I'm going to do is I have Manny Ramirez. That's another 166,000 stubs. He's been playing like poop in real life. So it's a chance he might get a -2, go to an 87 overall, and I can sell him off before the roster update. That'll give me a big profit, okay? Especially since I was able to pick him up for about 137,000 stubs when he dropped down. And if he goes down to an 87, he will go all the way down to about a 75,000 stubs. My guaranteed profit in the bank, and then I can still finish this collection once he goes down. Now the third topic is the roster updates. If you've been following this channel since the beginning of the season and you go to live, you can see that this Garrett Crochet was one of my investments, and this Corbin Carroll is another investment. At one time we had 60 of them. Corbin Carroll, you could have got him for about 1,260 stubs, something like that. Now he's at 2610 sell off. So if you went and got 50 of them and you were able to sell him off for 2,610 right now, a lot of people are expecting for him to go diamond. I told you at spring training, the boy was balling out. He started the season, the first 2 or 3 games pretty bad, and then he picked up his tempo. Now, I would sell off all my cards right now at 2610, because if SDS only gives him a +1 instead of a +2, you would have been the lost profit. Because if you don't sell him off then and he goes to an 84, he's going to go all the way back down to an 84 quick sell. That's going to be 1,500 stubs. That's going to be over 900 to 1,000 stubs that you will have been to miss, and then you're going to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks whenever SDS decides. Now right here, Spencer Strider finally has his start this game. And as you can see, he set around 1,500 stubs for about 3 weeks. Now he's starting to get his hype. He's up to 1,900 stubs. If he gets 7, 8 Ks today, limits his run, he can go up to 2,500 stubs off a hype.